Well, I am excited to be here, and we certainly love having you as part of our Stark Raving Entrepreneur community. Tiffanie, you just bring such light and good ideas and great energy every single time. We appreciate you, and you're a great leader in our community. Well, you guys, I have been around marketing and technology for a long time, and I'm old enough to remember pre-internet days. And I have to tell you that I wish that I had known how big of a change the internet would make in my life back in the early 90s. As I'm seeing now, I realize that artificial intelligence is going to help us in so many ways. I mean, if you could just imagine your pre-internet life to today and imagine doing things in your normal life that you would have a hard time doing without the internet, without the devices that we have now. It's going to be very similar for your use of AI. It's going to be a tool that assists you in many of your personal as well as your business tasks, and particularly as it comes to marketing. And so I could talk for hours about this subject, but today I'm going to hit on three big things that I see business owners needing. And as I talk, I'd love for you guys to post in the chat, be active. I should be able to see it, and perhaps comment as we go here. But hosting virtual or in-person events, if you're interested in that, post in the chat, post the word events. And secondly would be running digital ads. So the second word to post, if you're interested in that, would be ads. Okay, all right, I'm seeing some activity there. Good. So events, ads, and if it's both, that's great. And then building your personal brand. And so you could put brand in there if you're interested in personal brand. So any of those, love to see that you guys are interested in those. So let's talk about hosting your virtual and your in-person events. These are so important for building your business, because as much as we like to just advertise and hope people will click on the button and buy, or send out emails and people will purchase, to a great extent, people need to look you in the eyes like I'm doing right now. All right. They need to get a better feel for you to know whether they want to do business with you or not. And so that's the power of using video to connect. That's the power of hosting in person as well as virtual events. And one of the big things about wanting to host a virtual event is, what do I call it? How do I get people there? And what am I going to do in the event? And so I use tools like ChatGPT. That's my favorite AI tool, as much as there are many wonderful tools out there, but I love ChatGPT. And another tool that I use as a backup is called Perplexity. It's also a free text chat bot similar to ChatGPT, but I like ChatGPT. And so I would ask ChatGPT to help me come up with a name. First of all, I would tell it the role that it's playing. So I would say, you are my marketing expert. And I would have already given it information about my business, or the business that I'm trying to promote, or the offer I'm trying to promote, because ultimately that's what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to educate and or make an offer in those events. And so I want it to be just like a person, just like an assistant. I want it to begin with the end in mind. And so as we're thinking about that, what would be a great name for this event? What would be a great outline for the event? Help me write a registration page or a sales page if it's going to be a paid event. Help me write the thank you page. I need help writing the emails, the follow-up emails, the nurturing emails that are going to come from that, as well as on the front end, the marketing emails. And then after the event, I need support from the chatbot in helping me write the follow-up emails for those who did and did not attend. Now, in the old days, in the pre-AI days, thinking about creating all of this copy could have either cost a lot of money and time and confusion, because sometimes the person that I would hire for doing the copy wouldn't really understand what I was trying to get at. And so it could take a lot of time and effort to get back on track and make sure that it's coming along well. And so by using a chatbot, it's really simple. Oh, I don't like that version. Oh, that's too serious. That's not funny enough. Make it more funny, make it more formal, make it shorter, make it longer. And it's really simple to create all these different versions. And then it costs me no additional money, and it really makes my life a lot easier. So of those things that I just told you about, the virtual or in-person events and creating these different assets to help you market it, which of those is most interesting to you? If you would post in the chat, that would be great. I'd love to see, is it writing the emails, writing the registration pages, writing the format, the template for how to conduct your workshop? Let's see. Yeah, about halfway through the time. Okay. All right. Yes. It takes less than half the time to do these things. It takes a really, really short time. Okay. So another thing that you can do, of course, with your events is, again, how to get people there. Well, you may want to run an ad. So I like to run Facebook ads, and a lot of my clients do as well. And I can use the AI bot to help me write those ads. And it's going to be much more effective and much more eloquent than it would be if I were just writing it myself. So here's a prompt that I might give the bot for my ad. Act as an expert in Facebook, review the content on my registration page. I would give it my registration page, and make a recommendation for content for a Facebook ad. Limit it to 400 characters. Make it funny, include emojis. And with that, it's going to spit out various versions. I can ask it to regenerate with a slightly different version, make it funnier, make it more formal, those different options that I shared with you. And so it's going to be much better than what I would be writing on my own. Now, yes. Okay. So writing follow-up emails. Okay. Thank you, guys. I see there's a lot of the support in the chat. Thank you so much. So let's talk about building your personal brand, which is the third item on my list of things that AI can help you do as a small business owner. And so building a personal brand is so important because people want to buy from people, right? Yes, a brand or a big brand might be important, but generally in many businesses, the person is important. And even in big businesses, I mean, people want to fly on Virgin Air because of Richard Branson, right? I do, and I did. But for building your personal brand, you can use AI to help you generate a LinkedIn newsletter. LinkedIn newsletter is really effective because subscribers to your newsletter will get an email about the article that you post in the LinkedIn newsletter without even being on your email list. I think that's a big, big advantage. Secondly, it can help you with YouTube. It can help you with scripting. I'm not, even if you don't want to do a script for your videos, you can use it to create talking points or to create a script that you could use to support you in your YouTube video creations. And you can use it to create the best titles using SEO tools like TubeBuddy. And this is, again, an AI-based SEO component of TubeBuddy. You can use tools like Cast Magic to help you create multiple posts from that video. It transcribes it, creates multiple posts that you can share on all of your social media accounts, as well as it will help you to create descriptions that you can use, and you can use those for LinkedIn articles or blog posts or even a book. And finally, a tool that I love for building your personal brand is called a YouTube post. Now, this is what shows up in your YouTube mobile feed if you're watching YouTube on a phone or on an iPad or one of those devices, a tablet, but it's not a YouTube video. And so these are really helpful in building your subscribers. You want to look at YouTube posts, and you can use AI to help you create multiple posts in moments. So with that, Tiffanie, are there any quick questions?
So do y'all have any questions for her? I know I'm like taking notes on, oh, I didn't even think about Facebook ads. Oh, I didn't even think about telling it you are my marketing expert, or you are this, or you are that. Didn't even come to mind for me on those. Anybody here have a quick question you want to ask Gina while we have her on the spotlight? Sherry said, I have not heard of a YouTube post either.
Yes. Well, Sherry, I know that you are in several of our Star Craving Entrepreneurs programs, and we are going to be talking about those today. So we'll go through that. But it's a powerful way to communicate, and you can see them on your YouTube, on your desktop or laptop, but they're not obvious. But they're really obvious if you are looking at YouTube on your mobile device, which is where they've come across my attention, and I've seen the power of them.
Any other quick questions for Gina? She covered a lot in 10 minutes. I know, y'all, right?
And I'd like to invite people. Several of the tools that I mentioned are in a free resource guide for you. It's called the AItoolsforbiz.com. That's the number 4biz.com. You can get those there. And I invite you to join us for our free weekly training at starkravingevent.com. And we're having AI workshops often, including this Friday, and you can get the information there.
All right, I'm going to put into the chat Gina's link that she just mentioned. I think you got a bunch of other chat links to share with us, Gina. So if you want to put that in, I know you put it in a little bit earlier. If you want to put that in again for everybody, that would be awesome. Here's the thing. If you're thinking, I don't know about this AI, it is not going away. I mean, you're going to probably have to start paying more for it, but it is not going away. And if you're not doing it and your competitors are, what could that mean? All right, so let's check out what do we have in the chat. Let's put some of our favorite tips or tricks that we got. Share with us what are your top takeaways or your to-dos that you're getting from this conversation. Let's check out what we got. Yeah, what's a competitor? So Sherry said, Gina has great prompt ideas. Yeah, I love that. I was trying to write really quick, but then I'm like, oh, this is the joy of being a more abundant entrepreneur community member, because you get the recording. And so you can go back and say, okay, what did exactly Gina say for that? Because I'm like, act as a Facebook expert. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to check out the video and get all of those details. Barbara says she's ready to start working with AI. Check it out. Love it. Jackie shared create group presentations with AI. Awesome. Awesome. Gina, I want to say thank you so much. I know you have an AI training that you are popping off to. I want to say thank you so much for being here with us today. It was a pleasure to have you. And y'all sign up for the meeting. I will be there tomorrow at 4. What's the topic tomorrow? Any idea? Oh, you're muted.
Tomorrow is Marilyn Sherman. She's a Hall of Fame member of the National Speakers Association. She's a fantastic presenter. She'll be talking about how to do better presentations, how to make money in your speaking business. And it really translates to a front row mindset for life. She's really a fantastic speaker and motivator.
Awesome. Well, Gina, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Y'all, just FYI, I know she shared 10 minutes. Her and her partner, Terry, will be joining us for the summit. I'll tell you more about that in a couple of minutes. But so you definitely want to check her out, get those AI tools, join her for the Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and join us in December for the summit. Thank you so very much, Gina.
Thank you.